So welcome to the UK News Today. Today we have news that man who stole from early neighbor 10 spent years pretending to be a quadriplegic to avoid justice released from jail. I cannot prey upon the early vulnerable neighbor and stole more than £40,000 from him. A man jailed for pretending to be quadriplegic after he was thrown out from cunning, vulnerable, elderly neighbor is said to be released. Alan tonight preyed upon the early and vulnerable neighbor and stole more than £40,000 from him, but that was just the start of his criminality. When police began to investigate his thieving, he embarked on a bizarre medical fantasy where he faked paralysis and claimed to have paralyzed in coma-like state. But it was all lies. Conceit designed to try to evade justice, and police were able to prove it. Reports in the coming days, the man dubbed the conman is used to walk out a prisoner having served his time for safety, fraud, and protecting cause of justice. If in short, crime was bad enough, the last night and his wife Helen went to try to escape responsibility for what he had done were extraordinary. The story begins with the exploration of the elderly went with dementia. Night rent the man, neighbor, and Scott Sweden was suffered with no family by before Semstic helped himself to former co-workers observing. The alarm was raised in 2009 when social service became aware of daily withdrawal from the prisoner bank account being written a large amounts of money. Concerned staff contacted South Wales police who quickly identified suspect in night when he had taken point himself to cut and his vulnerable neighbor. After initial arrest, UK began to spin evidence of his claim to have forged door jury which his real problem emanation from the down caused him to spread in out of democratic state. He and his wife repeated lies to police and doctor about his condition and frame room in the home and unnecessary medical equipment as part of the act. Knight would pretend to be in a coma for the benefit cameras or whenever anyone who authority came calling. He got himself admitted to hospital on a number of occasions during police investigation, spent a total of 10 weeks on the wards. Medical tests could find nothing physical wrong with him. After staff reported the glass of the water left in his room overnight would mysteriously be empty following morning. Police were taken in his story and the investigation uncovered the truth. While he was pretending to be quadriplegic home and Sweden detective from he was enjoying holiday and with Mars and the south coast of England. Covers brought the money he had stolen from his neighbor. The investigation found Helen tonight would try her, simply encourage husband out of the souvenir then pure thought they were safe distant away. He would switch seat and head on tuned. Police uncovered CCTV footage of Knight driving over the Sweden Bridge a number of times and using undisabled permit at a payment source. Detectives saw tracking's movement using his tackle cupboard. They found he had visited a store in Gloucestershire where CCTV footage showed him pushing trolley and around the shop, chatting to police and text on his mobile phone. They would later provide photographs of Knight and show the peer about enjoying themselves, including friends' wedding and Logodan. But they continue. Deceased at home, they claimed authorities were mourning a sick man, and even wrote to the Prime Minister asking for help. For 2 years, the couple mentioned the lies, and Knight was twice about to delay court action by claiming his condition had suddenly worsened and led to him being hospitalized. But eventually, the court case did come in 2014, though still the constables continue right up to talk with Knight arriving at Red Cross Court in Lincolnshire and Hills, and Islam simply useless. In the cartoon, only his eyes moved. Knight pled guilty to a string of theft and fraud charges, and the court heard how during 2008 and 2009 he forged quick from his early neighbor's bank account, empty in his ISA saving, wrote a fact will make himself the sole beneficiary and try unsuccessfully to crash in Rolls and sudden electricity had by his victim. In total, he stole £41,570. The court also heard that when a night closing in on him, he had tried to blame his estranged son for theft. He was investigated and cleared by police. Then he said to police, "I tried to frame for disappearance of the money." False claim which had to be proved by the police professional standards until death for no wrongdoing. Knight refused to appear in court for sentencing hearing and was jailed for 4.5 years. In his absence, with Judge Paul Thomas describing him as the dishonest man as I have ever come across. The Knights were back in court following year, where the medicalized Knight was sentenced to 14 months in prison for perverting course of justice, and his wife to 10 months. Southwell Police Detective Constable Paul Henry, officials on led investigation and whose work on the case was condemned by Judge Thomas, described Knight's action as the most calculated long-term deception and vulnerable elderly neighbors he has seen. Thanks you very much for listening to the news today. I hope you enjoyed this news. Please subscribe my channel to get more news. Thank you.